How are we, folks? Welcome back to the Nightmare Cabin. I did say on my last video, didn't I? I got 6 shifts to do. Well, 2 shifts down, and this came in the post. If you're following Nightmare Cabin on Instagram, I did put a little post out saying that I was waiting for something, and I think this is what that. If it's not, I haven't got a clue, but it's something I'm expecting anyway. If not, someone somewhere's sent me a surprise. Let's have a look. Yeah. Oh, blimey. Right. Yep, it is what I thought it was. Right, I'm looking forward to this. I'll keep this and when I send stuff out. Right, here we go. This is Venom, the Demolition years. This is the long-awaited reissue, really, of basically the Tony Dolan years of Venom. In my eyes, some of the most underrated, an underrated era of metal, really. And you know, Venom do get a lot of crap in the press, but I think they're a really great band. And you know, for their oh shit, I turned the label. Oh, I've done it now. No point. But yeah, you know, and a lot. You seem to get over the fact that yes, you know, no, they're actually really good. Those first 4 albums are fucking awesome, and but then you got another section of people who think the first 4 albums are only good stuff by Venom. It's like no, their catalogues again. There's some fucking fantastic albums. I mean, Resurrection and the Wastelands. No, that's one of these albums. What was the one before it? The Reunion album with all 3 of them. Oh god, this is Cast in Stone. That was it. I had to quickly look that up. Anyway, yeah, but also there is the 3 albums and a few other bits that's thrown in here by the looks of it, with Tony Dolan fronting the band. And then we've got, I think what's massively helped though is Venom Inc. Obviously that's put a massive, you know, people have been looking up these albums now and wanted them reissued. I've managed to interview both Tony and Mantis. I interviewed Mantis for Music Trespass, and we had Tony on the metal show with Gulling and Joe. So I know this box set has been in the works for quite a while, and I think there was a bit of problems getting the rights. I don't know what the problem was, but I know I don't think it's, you know, too much of a thing to say that them and Kronos obviously aren't on the best of terms. So I don't know if there was a thing of getting the name, like the logo, maybe something like that. But anyway, it's finally here. You've got a fantastic album out under Venom Inc. now, and this is that era. So you've got obviously you've got those first 4 albums. You've got Welcome to Hell, Black Metal, At War with Satan, and then what was it, Possessed. Then you had Mantis left, so they got 2 guitarists in. I think they started working with a bit of synth then, I'm not sure. But you had the Calm Before the Storm album. That was more of a segue to Kronos' solo material. So yeah, Kronos left with those 2 guitarists to do a solo album. So then Abaddon, I've never known how if you pronounce that right, Abaddon, Abaddon, whatever. He ended up securing a new deal. If Mantis come back into the band, so you got 2 original members, and then they got Tony Dolan in on bass and vocals. At the time, he was known for Atomcraft, and they got a 3-album deal and just knocked these 3 albums out. I think got an EP and a live album, maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah, they did that, and then at the end of that deal, they then did the reunion. And yeah, I think this is, for Venom, this is like the Dio era of Sabbath, really. I mean, yeah, of course, Tony wasn't Kronos, but he wasn't trying to be either, and he more than put his own stamp on things. I think it become a 4-piece as well for a little bit. I'll just get the notes up here, and I'll yeah. So the first album is Primeval. I'll pull all the cellophane and everything off, and we'll have a look inside as we go on. Fantastic album. This album is the bollocks. This is just an awesome slice of old school heavy metal. There's fresh elements to it, and overall just a collection of really good songs. You got a bonus track on here as well. This is probably the best of the 3, if I'm honest, but the other 2 are more than solid, and I'm happy to have them. Right, this is in it. I did have some cheap knockoffs, basically from the Russian Federation, but which you can get on eBay, but you don't need them anymore because now you've got the genuine article. The oh yeah, look, these look awesome. So you've got Abaddon on drums and percussion, Mantis on lead guitar, Al Barnes on rhythm guitar, and Demolition Man on bass and vocals. When I saw Venom Inc., it was in London. I can't quite remember the venue now. It doesn't matter. King's Cross. It's not the Kentish Town Forum. It's the smaller one. Can't remember now. But Al Barnes actually come out and did a couple of songs off of this album, Temples of Ice. Before that, though, you've got these 2 EPs here, which I'm not quite sure what these are. I've seen this on Discogs and whatnot. I think it's an EP. School Days, Busting Out, The Art, Evilized, Angel Dust, and then Hell Bent. So, what we got? School Days is last track on this album. I know that. I'm guessing this is just a single, really, with a few odds and sods thrown in. I'm assuming as well they're remastered and all the rest of it. So here we go. Inside there, that's a really cool photo as well. That's Tony there. Same sort of setup. Let's have a look at this. I'm not sure what this is. I don't know if this is a... Let's have a look. Because there was a concert. They did release a video at this time. On video. And that you can get hold of. Like, you can find that on YouTube. And that's a pretty good concert as well. You got a full live show. Every couple of songs it cuts to an interview. Let's have a look. This is just a 3-piece on this one. I don't know what this is, but it's Killing the Beast. Let's quickly have a look up, see what this is. So you've got, yeah, Primeval with the 4-piece, then you've got Temples of Ice. Were they still a 4-piece on that one? Yep, same lineup for Temples of Ice, which we'll have a look at in a second. I can't see what any of this is. It's all right, let's have a look. Kissing the Beast. Oh, here we go. This is after Wastelands. This is the only legitimate CD, Kissing the Beast, a popular 2-CD set compilation. This CD contains studio re-recordings of Venom classics with Tony Dolan, 2 live tracks from Live 90 from the Live 90 gig, and 2 previously unreleased tracks, Fragile Life and Flatline. The CD is the last effort of Venom and Tony Dolan on vocals. Many of the versions on this CD cannot be found on countless compilation CDs, for example. Anyway, right, so that's cool. So you've got re-recordings of classic Venom songs with 2 new tracks, and you just heard me read it out, but that's what Kissing the Beast is. And then Tear Your Soul Apart is basically an EP that was released after Primeval, which is a bit of a single come EP with bits and bobs that was left off, I guess. So that's those 3 so far. Then we've got, I'm running out of room here, the Temples of Ice, really cool follow-up, nice atmospheric album, quite slow and doomy in places as well, if I remember correctly. Always a bit hazy, that artwork, but some sort of Lovecraftian sea creature. Well, it's not sea, it's frozen, so yeah, probably something frozen in ice. Again, something Lovecraftian. Cool band photo there. Again, really good for. This is a solid 3 albums, really. I mean, Primeval I think is my favourite of the 3, but I think all 3 of them are great. There's some, real hidden gems on these 3 albums. I'm glad to finally have them in a decent format. I think it's good that they're, going to see a light of day, because obviously with Venom Inc. coming out, I think a lot of younger metalers, or maybe even people that just passed over it first time round, can dig these out now. It's been doing the rounds. It's got a vinyl box set going around as well. And a cassette box set as well, but I think the box sets are more or less sold out, but you can buy these individually, and I highly recommend them. I say, when we had Tony on the metal show with Gully and Joe, we was on the phone to Tony for an hour, and yeah, he was one of those people you ask a single question and he just talks. He was one of the most effortless interviews we've ever done, and what a nice bloke. And I lucky enough to interview Mantis as well backstage at that London show. I can't remember the venue. Is it Nervosa? Those Brazilian, the all-girl Brazilian bands. They were the support bands. They were awesome as well. If you were there, But yeah, you can find out on YouTube as well. Al Barnes comes out and does a number or 2 with them. So yeah, so that's all the CDs there, all digipack, all nicely presented, and then you get a book. Live shot there. I'll go through it all with you. Oh, so it looks like you got a bit of interview and some liner notes, flyers and posters from back in the day. Alex Ogg is done a bit. Is one of the guys that's wrote an article here. It looks like you've got testaments from people. So you've got Greg Moffat in memoriam, Phil Alexander from Kerrang. Oh, so these were interviews at the time, I think. Metal Forces. Some cool. Looking like Tony getting burnt alive there, so that's obviously the same photo shoot from these. Looking like something out of Blake 7. And I'm really looking forward to playing these. I'm looking forward to having a go. Yeah, so well worth picking up. I'm glad I've got it. Waited a good while for it, but yep, it's finally here. I've put these back in order now. So yeah, there you go. there's everything. Your nice thick booklet there with all posters and liner notes and articles and all that. I love all that stuff. Primeval, fantastic album. I'm looking forward to listening to these as well because I've never heard them before. Temples of Ice, another great album. And then, Wastelands, another underrated gem as well. So I will be eventually. I've got quite a bit of I've got a Venom box set and a few other bits as well. I will be doing a Let's Talk About Venom at some point. I will go through the whole catalogue. And that's something else on the list. So yeah, the Demolition years, well worth investigating if you haven't already, and I'm really glad to have these. So yeah, check it out. Maiden Cast is going up tomorrow. We're doing Book of Souls. Currently working on a Let's Talk About video. Well, next up we're going to be doing Absu, so check that out. And if you haven't already, I'll put in the comments section that the Nightmare Cabin is now on Instagram, so you can follow us there as well. And I'll be posting photos of things like this every day, what I'm listening to. So go and check that out as well. And yeah, sorry I've fumbled through this a bit, but I've not long woken up. I'm now going to blast a bit of this and wake up. So, see you all soon. Take care.